That sound country as heck. Hello, everyone. I am just Shawnee, and today we're going to be watching TikTok story times. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, you guys. I am 31. I know you can't tell. Them jeans are jeaning, honey. Oh, what kind of jeans you got, Levi's? Because look at it. Black don't crack, honey. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I hope you enjoyed the live. If you have not seen the live, I'm going to put an ID card somewhere up here. Probably over here somewhere. Go watch it. And thank you to all my members for representing. Okay, members, show off. Show off. And please join the membership, become a member so you can be the all-stars that they are. Thank you so much for all my subscribers. Whose birthday today? There's somebody's birthday today. It's Monday. Happy birthday to you. I remember you told me it's your birthday. I can't remember what your name is, but happy birthday. Happy birthday to Blessed Witch 13. I don't even know if you saw it, but happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the Virgos. This is your last day. It's our last day to celebrate. So, and it's already fall here, but let's just go in. Let's go in.
In the spring of 2023, I was at the club constantly. In March, I had one of these club nights with a girl that I was really good friends with at the time. We were there for a couple hours, but neither of us were really feeling it. We decided to go home a little bit early. As we're about to get into our Uber, we see this guy walking towards us on the sidewalk, like going towards DuPont Circle. This man is hot as fuck. Tall, muscles, face card, like so sexy. My friend turns to me and she goes, "Why do we only see hot guys when we're leaving?" And I said back to her, "Yeah, I never actually see them in the club." This man turns towards us and he says, "What did you guys just say?" And I go up to him and I'm like, "We said that we only see hot guys like when we leave the club. What's up with that?" He was like, "I don't know, but like, do you want my number?" So I got his number and my friend was kind of annoyed at me. We text like a little bit, but not much. And he asked me to hang out. It ends up falling through. We just kept missing each other. This man also like does not go to my college. He doesn't really live like super close by, but he goes out in DC a lot. And one night in April, he calls me like late. I was very intoxicated. I had already had myself a night, which is another story time that's already posted on here. Because I'm a little drunky pants, I pick up the phone and I'm talking to him for a little while. He's obviously asking to come over. And I was like, no, like, I don't know you. I met you on the street. Like, I'm not having some random guy that, like, I don't know in my home. Like, even if I'm not looking for anything serious, like, safety precautions. He was like, okay, that's totally fine. Like, can I see you tomorrow? We should, like, go on a little date. When we were on the phone, planning what time we were gonna hang out the next day, he was suggesting noon. And I was like, it's like late as fuck right now. I'm not gonna be awake and around to hang out at noon. So I suggested like later in the day. I text him to check in. He's like, yeah, we're totally still on for like our little date, our little hangout situation. But it's like one of my boys' birthdays tonight and we're planning to go out around 10, so could we do like 5 or 6? We decided to hang at 5 or 6. I then don't hear from him. I'm chilling, I'm having a great day, living my life. 5 passes, nothing. 6 passes, nothing. I get a text at 6:34. The text says, "Hey, I just woke up and I'll kill you. And what if I kill you?" That is one thing about men that pisses me off to the max. Don't waste my fucking time. I was the one who told him we could have hung out later. I was fine with hanging out later. And he's the one who said he wanted to hang out earlier. And then he fucking sleeps through it. You could have just agreed with me in the first place. You could have just done what I wanted in the first place. But then you made us change the plans to what you wanted to do, and then you fucked them up. I basically tell him to fuck off, and we don't hang out. Thank God. All of this happened on Saturday. The following Friday, I end up going to happy hour with one of my good friends at the time and one of her good friends that I don't really know as well. Like, I'd met her a couple times in passing, but like we didn't really keep in touch when we weren't hanging out with this mutual friend of ours. It's happy hour, so obviously I'm talking my shit. And like, just a quick reminder before we continue on with the story, like, this man doesn't go to our school. This man doesn't live in DC. As I'm talking my shit, like any girl would, my friends are like, we need to see a photo of him. Like, you keep talking about how hot he is. Like, what does this man look like? Obviously, I pull out a picture. My friend's friend screeches. She says, "Last Friday, this man slept over at my house." I'm like, what do you mean? Because again, last Friday is when he called me on the phone after the club closed and was trying to come over to my place, and then we made all these plans to hang out the next day. Turns out, he calls me on the phone, I turn him down, I don't let him come over. He hits up this girl's roommate, hooks up with her roommate, sleeps over at her apartment, and that's why he was trying to hang out at noon that day, because he just wanted to show up to hang out with me straight out of this other girl's bed instead of having to drive back to Virginia and then come back to DC. I was like so appalled when I heard this, and I was eternally grateful I did not hang out with this man. I did not let this man come over to my apartment. I didn't hook up with this man. Because whatever, live your life, do your own thing. As I've said a million times in this video, like, I was not looking for anything serious at the time. But just to me, the fact that you don't go to our school and you don't live in DC and I still somehow know someone that you hooked up with means you have to be getting with the entire DMV area. It made me feel like, if this is what I know about, whatever I don't know about is so much worse. The girl I was getting happy hour with told me that I couldn't tell him that she had spilled the beans. So I did text him that night, and all I said was, "You're wild." And he texted back, "How?" question mark. And then the next day, question mark, question mark. And then a month later, "Hi." And I never responded again.
Girl, it be the fine ones that have all those problems, all them hoes, all those, situationships. He was definitely a hobosexual. For real, for real. He was literally hooking up with girls just for a place to live. And you was about to be next girl. He was about to leave old girl house to go on a date with you to go to your house. To go to your house. You would have been stuck with that man. I would have asked a friend, is he still over there? Do he still frequent this house, this apartment y'all place? Like, do you still see him often, every day? Like, girl, you dodged a bullet. Like, you was about to have a roommate that you didn't plan for. Because what the crap? You telling me that this fine man overhears what y'all talking and decides he's going to come back and be like, what you talking about? Let me give you my number. That don't happen. When somebody's that fine, they don't just be offering their number out. It's a catch, girl. What's the catch? That was the catch, girl. Bye. Ain't no freaking way. Like, okay, I get planning a date. And my sister does this crap. She'll literally party hard. Don't go home until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Probably don't get home till 4 o'clock in the morning or something. And then still wake up to eat brunch. Girl, her birthday one time, we did that. I was like, bitch, what? She was like, don't worry, we'll take a nap. We'll take a cat nap. It was a cat nap. It was like 45 minutes. And then we woke up and went to the movies. I was like, you can't go to the movies when you tired. Because it's a waste of money. You gonna fall asleep in the movies if the movie ain't good. Even if the movie is good, if you tired, girl. We just had a whole night. Literally, that was her day. Just to get out the movies and go party again, like a day party. Girl, people, I don't know how to do that. But yeah, no, friend. Kudos to you. You in college, you can do that. I was like that in college. Going out to parties and stuff all the time, going somewhere. So yeah, live your best life. And keep it up after college. Still do that. On to your 30s. Like, have a life, honey. Have friends. Have fun. I'm talking to myself.
Trigger warning, there is DV mentioned in the story time. Also, I'm going to speak very quickly because there's a lot of details and I don't want this to be a two-parter. Let's get into it. Now, I was in a 7-year relationship that ended very, very bad. I have a 13-part story time about that. It's bananas. Now, I'm healing from that situation. I'm like 2 or 3 years out from it, and I decide I want to start dating again. I get on Hinge. I meet this man who is from I think Kansas or Kentucky, black cowboy from the country. Think Taylor without the money, the locks, or the arch in his back. Now, we get to dating. I'm taking it slow. I just got out of a really crazy situation with a man that stalked me for a year after we broke up, and I just don't trust men. So we decide that we're going to take it slow. It's about a month and a half in. He invites me out to a party that his friend is throwing. I go to the party. I meet all of his friends. It was a really cute time. We're holding hands the entire time. He's taking care of me. It was real sweet. I decide I'm going to let him crack. Because at that point in time, I thought he deserved. I take him home with me. I'm lit. I'm litter than lit at this point. We get to getting it. 10 minutes in, I get mine. I roll over, fall asleep accidentally. I said, give me a minute because the room was spinning. That minute turned into REM sleep. Now, I start feeling this. I wake up. I turn over, it's him. All he says to me is, am I a fucking piece of meat? Whoa, it's a lot of aggression. It's a lot of aggression. I'm like confused because I'm asleep and you know, it's a lot going on. Mans gets so mad that he takes all of his clothes, puts his shit back on and leaves. Whoa, I go to sleep. I have work in the morning. I wake up, go to work the next day. I'm at my desk. I'm starting to feel bad. I go ahead and I start texting him and I'm like, yo, my bad, because I understand what it could feel like to feel like you're being used, you know, especially in those circumstances. I'm not apologizing for not allowing you to coerce me because like, fuck you. But I will apologize if it was read in the wrong way. He in turn apologizes to me as well. And he was like, my bad. I didn't mean to like snap on you. Honestly, it was the liquor, whatever. He's like, let's try it again. How about you come over to my place tonight? Cause I'm always going to your spot and I'll cook us dinner. And then you can spend the night and we'll wake up in the morning and do something real cute. Cool. I go home after work so I can pack me an overnight bag. I'm talking to one of my roommates and she's like my bestie. So we're like chatting about it. And I tell her I'm starting to feel like kind of weird. She is fully informed of what I just came out of. So she's like, you know, you're probably just triggered about that situation. But she met the man before. She's like, he's a really nice guy. I don't think he's gonna do you dirty. Like, girl, just go, have a good time. So I'm like, all right, cool. I still feel weird about it though. I get in my car, I get to driving. He's like an hour and 10 minutes outside of LA. Fucking bananas. Just far. But he said he liked it that way because it reminded him of home. He lived in a part of the valley where there was like horses and like cows and stuff. On my drive there, I'm talking to another one of my homegirls, right? And I'm giving her the 411. I'm telling her how I feel. She basically gave me the same advice that my bestie gave me. But she was like, if anything, I have your location and all you got to do is text me SOS or whatever. And I will blow your phone up until you answer and I'll make up some shit that you got to leave right now. She was like, I'll pretend like I'm your family or whatever the case may be. So I was like, period. Thank you so much. I love you. I love women. I got my heart. So, I get there. It is in the cut. It's in the middle of nowhere. I park. He lives in a back house behind this big ass like ranch kind of house, right? And he meets me out front because I didn't just want to like walk on these people's property. When he walks up to me, y'all, I swear he smelled like a bottle of Cabernet. The man smelled like a Catholic church on Easter Sunday. He literally was, I don't know, it was like coming from his pores, just red wine, drunk, stumbling. I was like, how in the fuck? It's 6 p.m. So I'm like, are you good? And he's like, yeah, my bad. I just drank. I ended up drinking the bottle accidentally waiting on you to get here. I got here on time. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So he's like, there's a country store down the road. Let's just walk there real quick, get another bottle and head back. I said, all right. As we're walking there, I realized I still got my big ass bag, my overnight bag and my purse. You ain't asked to hold not one of them. Now I'm in a mood. We walking back from the store. He got the bottle of wine. I still got my 2 bags. I say something and I know that I said it with an attitude because what? So we're already starting off on a bad foot. We get inside his house and I noticed the entire apartment smells like a vanilla candle and it don't smell like food. So I say, hey, I'm hungry. Where's the food? He goes, my bad, I ate already. The fuck are you talking about? Now I'm pissed. He goes, don't worry though, I got you. Pulls out a frozen pizza, pops it in the oven. Now I'm livid. Sorry, y'all, somebody called. I'm very upset because not only did you get a pizza, you got a meat lover's pizza. At this time, I was fully vegetarian. I can't even eat that shit. He said, I'll pick the pepperonis off. What? So I'm texting my homegirl the whole time, SOS. Like, girl, I can't do this. He looks at me and he's like, I can't believe you're texting. Like, I thought you were here for me and we're supposed to be hanging out and getting to know each other and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm still trying to rationalize. And I'm like, maybe it's me. I'm tripping. So I notice he has a guitar. I bring it up. He's like, yo, let me play you something. He goes to look for his guitar pick, can't find it, throws a tantrum like a 10-year-old whose PlayStation won't work. Just like, and I'm like, yo, you're actually out of your mind. He realizes that he probably left his pick in his car. So he said, I'm gonna go to the car real quick. I'll be right back. As soon as he leaves, I call my friend immediately. And I'm like, yo, this man is bugging. I explain the situation. She's like, get out of there. As soon as I'm about to tell her, like, yeah, I'm finna leave right now, he walks back in. I make up some excuse. I'm like, yes, I'll make sure to have that memo on your desk first thing Monday morning. Hang up the phone. Because I don't need you to know that I'm talking to my friend. I'm calling SOS. So He walks in, and even with him hearing that and him assuming that it's a work call, he still loses on me. He's like, you lose it on me. God damn, I can't speak. He loses it on me. So he's like, I can't believe you. You come all the way over here. It's supposed to be about us having a good time, and you over here texting on your phone. You calling people on your phone. You doing this. You doing that. What about me? What about me? And I said, you know what? Fuck you. I gotta go. I start packing my shit, and I'm like, yo, you're bugging. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. He goes, blocks the door, says you're not going anywhere. What? Jeepers creepers. Now I'm scared. The fuck are you on? So I'm like, yes, I am. And the inner New York in me starts bucking up, because now I'm like, I gotta fight you. As soon as I'm like about to, he starts bawling, crying, y'all. I'm not even joking, no exaggeration. Bawling, crying, weeping. He goes, you're not gonna leave me. Everybody leaves me. I don't understand. Every bitch leaves me. Everybody leaves me. He just kept on repeating it. I'm shooketh. Okay, jaw on the ground, flabbergasted. I don't know what to do at this point in time. It's a horror film. So I decide I'm gonna finesse, because I know coming at that with more aggression is not gonna end well. So I'm like, no, it's not you, it's me. I'm about to start my period probably. I'm still hungover from last night. Like, I'm sorry. I should have came here with better energy. Like, let's just do this again tomorrow. I just wanna go home. I wanna sleep in my own bed. He buys it. He opens the door and he says he's gonna walk me to my car. Cool. As we're walking to the car, he's still crying. He stops me at one point, lifts my chin like this, and then looks me dead in my eye, takes my other hand, wipes his tear with it, kisses it, and then kisses me. Whoa, buddy. I'm not making it out of here, and I'm in the middle of nowhere, y'all. I start praying to God, and I'm just like, yo, I can't die like this. This can't be it. This can't be it. We get to my car, and I put my shit in the back seat. I go to open up the front door so I could get into the car, and flips again, slams my door shut, says, you're not fucking going nowhere. I immediately grab my phone, call my friend, and I say, you got my location. His name is, say his whole government name, and I say, call the fucking cops right now. And he's like, no, wait. And I say, get the fuck out of my way, or the police gonna be here right now. He gets out of my way. I get in the car, I block him on everything. Never speak to the man again. Months later, y'all, I get a DM from this girl, because I had a podcast with my bestie at the time, and I waited a while to talk about the situation, but then I finally did. I get a DM from this girl, and the girl literally goes, hey, did you used to date so-and-so? If so, I really need to talk to you. My interest is piqued. I respond, and I'm like, I wouldn't say I dated him, but like, the man is bananas. Like, stay away from him. And she's like, I wish I knew ahead of time. She said he would talk about me all the time, and told her that he used to date me, and that I was the baddest bitch ever, and that she don't compare to me, and all this shit. And then she sends me 10 pictures, y'all. 10 images. They dated for 2 months. She says, I'm filing a case because look what he did to me, y'all. She was bruised up from her ankles to her forehead. The man, like, beat her down. Oh my God, y'all, trust your gut when you feel some shit. I literally apologized to her, and I know I didn't do anything, but I felt so bad. Y'all, some men are actually...
It got cut off, but we all know I was ready to comment on this, because what? You need some new friends. Like, yeah, I love that you was able to text your friend a location, but you had 2 friends that told you that this was a good idea to go see this man. What are you saying to me? He got mad because he didn't get none, bro. You fell asleep. He saw how, intoxicated you was, how lit you was, and he got mad because you fell asleep, and he snapped on you. He snapped on you and then blamed it on the alcohol. What are you talking about? What? And someone got mad at me for not getting the buster the first time. It's only been one time. They knew my situation, and they got mad and snapped on me and blamed it on the alcohol. All those red flags, bruh. What are you talking about? And they were just like, yeah, go see this man that you probably gonna drink with again. And he snapped on you with the words about no telling what else is going to happen on alcohol. And you're going to blame it on the alcohol because he can't control his alcohol. Like, a grown man who can't control their alcohol? What is that? No, we're not doing that. No, what is that? Stop it. I would not dare tell my friend, go see this dude. I'll be like, girl, you got your nut. That's all that matters. Fuck him. He got all his feelings because he didn't get his nut, girl. No, he should be privileged that you got off. Like, that should be like the reward right there. That should be the only motive right there. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear none of that. That's crazy to me. I don't understand why she felt bad. Like, what are we doing? You know how many women don't get off? How many times guys have went to sleep after they got off? After that first 2 minutes? Like, if it was even 2 minutes, girl, bah! You just won for a lot of women out here. Like, girl, get out of here feeling bad. And then meet up with him. Like, you felt safe enough to go to his house, girl. He lives an hour and 10 minutes away. You already got yours. So what are we doing? Like, this is for him. Why are we doing all this unnecessary driving? Just because you feel guilty and feel bad, he made you feel this way. That's another red flag. Because why is he making you feel this way? He should bring joy, life, love, positive stuff to you, not making you feel negative about yourself. Nope, I'm not hearing that, boo. Because you a queen. You know you bad. He know you bad. So what's going on? This is definitely a privilege. Then you get there, because he says he's gonna cook food, talking about, oh, I'm drunk, and you're on time, bro. You just got off of work. You low-key still hungover, and you're on time, and he already drunk. He'd start drinking without you, sloppy drunk. I would have left right then and there. Would have been highly upset about the hour and 10 minutes. You would have definitely reimbursed me for the hour and 10-minute drive. In fact, I would not have made the drive if you wasn't giving me gas money. If the gas money wasn't already in my hand, gas was already in my car. Like, this is on your budget. I'm not going to see you an hour and 10 minutes. That is crazy. Women, know your worth. She looked too bad to not have boundaries and know your worth. You don't do shh. You don't do shh if you ain't getting cha-ching. What are we doing? You too freaking bad, girl. Well, it's like I low-key dislike when people know they fine, but I dislike when people don't know they fine. It's like, you know you fine, girl. Come on now, act appropriately. Like, act accordingly. You fine. So you get there, he's telling you have to walk. Walk where, honey? Walk where? Why are we walking? I have a whole car. Why are we walking? And then I take your bags. There's just so many red flags and you stay. Is that what you settling for? Cause what? No. That says so much. That says so much. And then the moment you get nervous and scared, the fact that he didn't have food is just blowing my mind. And then puts on a pizza, not knowing, I'm pretty sure he knew that you was a vegetarian and he just didn't care. Or he was just that drunk. Is that really what we want in our life? Is that what we welcome in our life? People who are too drunk to really care about you, bro? To put you in any type of consideration? Girl, it was just so much and you scared and everything. And no, ever in a situation show that you're scared, honey. Like, what are we doing? He seemed like the type when he was like when y'all got back and y'all was just like, oh, we're gonna try this again. He seemed like the type of ninja who would want to get his get back. Like, you're thinking that, oh, we're gonna make up for this. He forgave me. This is me making up for what I did. No, this is him trying to get back, making you look embarrassed. Like, the same way he felt, he wants you to feel that. That's what I got from that. Because as a friend, I would have been like, no, honey, because he's trying to get his get back. He's trying to make you even out the score, and we ain't got time for that. He seemed like the abusive type. Girl, I hate that she had to go through that. She had to get abused and have that whole situation. You got away. Thankfully, you got away. I wish the other girl would have got away, because that was crazy. Because what? The moment he was like, you ain't leaving, I'd be like, okay, bet. I'm gonna have to show you I'm leaving. I would have immediately kicked him right in that lucky spot or hit him something. When he went down, would have been like, you know those training defense videos? I watch them. Be like that. Move him out the way, run out the door. Cause he drunk. How fast can he run, girl? Get your track star off. She a runner. She a track star. When she's scared, heck yeah. And go down the street. Cause that's crazy, honey. You in the ranch, in the middle of nowhere on the ranch. In the back of the ranch. You know they got pigs on that farm. Girl, bye.
I just want to tell you guys a quick story time, because the other day, this guy that I went on a date with a while ago came into my job with another girl. But that's besides the point. Well, when I saw him come in, I was like, oh my God. And I told my coworkers, I'm like, do you guys know who the fuck that is? And they were like, who? And I'm like, that's the motherfucker who bit me. Okay, so let's run it back. So I met this guy at the DMV. Turns out he doesn't even have a car. Why the fuck are you at the DMV? He was probably taking his permit test or something, but that's besides the point. So obviously, you know, at the DMV, there's a lot of time to be wasted. So we're like talking and chatting. We exchange numbers, and he ends up asking me if he could take me out on a date. So I'm like, sure. He lived in San Francisco, so we're in the Bay Area, but I don't live in the city. I live like a little bit outside of the city. So when he asked if we could go on the date, he said he wanted to do it in the city, which totally makes sense because there's more to do there, you know? So when I'm on my way out there, again, I don't know that this man does not have a car yet. He texts me and basically tells me he doesn't have a car and is like, yeah, like, I hope you're good. Like, I hope you're good to be, you know, walking around the city. I thought we were going on a date. I was in a date outfit. I was in boots, babe. Boots. Hair freshly curled. And I have, like, naturally curly hair. And it was foggy and musty outside. So y'all already know how that's going to go, right? I'm like, wasn't really planning on that, but sure. So I get there and he starts talking about, I'm like, oh, what are we going to do? And he was like, oh, I was thinking that we go to the store and we get some groceries and we come back to my house and we like cook. I'm like, sir, I just met you. Like, why would I go to your house and cook with you where you could potentially kill me? And he like keeps trying to like feed me this idea, like, let's do it, like, come on, like, we should do it. And then he goes, and again, this is not me talking shit on nobody. I grew up on food stamps, but like this guy was like, oh, like I have my EBT card and like we could just go and get some groceries and like da 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 da. What? No car. And now basically he's too broke to bring us out to eat, so he would rather go get groceries and cook. But keep in mind, this is our first time hanging out. So then we start talking and I'm like, no, like, I really don't think that's a good idea. Like, I really think that we should just go somewhere. And then he's like, okay, like, fine, but we're gonna have to walk. And it's like actually raining at this point. And I'm like, no, we don't. Like, I'll just drive. That right there was already, what? I know you guys are thinking, why the fuck did you stay there? Why the fuck, like, what were you thinking? How was that gonna go? I don't know. I was trying not to be judgmental, but like that was definitely a moment where like I should have been judgmental as fuck. So I finally convinced this man that that's like not really a good idea because, again, first time meeting and I don't feel comfortable with that. So we go out to eat. We're sitting there, we're talking, and we start talking about like what we want, this and that. He starts sharing all of this lore about his ex, about how his ex-girlfriend was like crazy. And you already know when they say their ex-girlfriend's crazy, it's like, was she crazy? Anyways, but then starts telling me about how they got in such a big fight one time and that the reason that they ended was because they got in this big fight and the police were called and then she got deported. Huh? Tells me that he used to have a meme page that had 150,000 followers and that's how he gets all the girls, all the baddies that he's had in his life because he has this meme page with a bunch of followers. At this point, I'm like, yeah, no, this is like first time, last time hanging out, sweetheart. Okay, so now I'm dropping him off and it's like, okay, field trip's over. Bye. See you never, right? And I'm like trying to say bye. And he's like, oh, like I don't even get a hug. And so, where my hug at? So then just to be nice, because I'm like, yeah, like I'm never going to see this guy again. I give him a little side hug. First of all, he stank. And more in like a hippie stink where they don't believe in deodorant. But it's like, please, if you're going to believe in anything, please believe in deodorant. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so then as I pull away, he starts talking about cats. And, oh, he already had tried to invite me, and I politely said no because no thank you. And then he was like, do you like cats? I have cats. So I'm, like, looking around thinking that the reason he brought up these cats was because they were outside. And I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, I feel something on my arm. And I'm like, what the fuck? I look down, and this motherfucker's biting me. Biting me. What the fuck are you doing? And he was like, oh, you don't like that? No, I don't fucking like that. What the fuck? At that point, I was like, don't ever do that again. Don't ever feel comfortable doing that again. And you could already tell that he was like, but it was like, what the fuck did you just do? So clearly after that interaction, I did not was not interested in seeing that person again. He ended up reaching out to me asking if he could come and stay at my house outside in his car. What car? And then I responded back like an adult and was like, don't ever feel comfortable asking me that. And please do not reach out to me. And I am not interested in getting to know you. And that was that, right? He sends me a whole paragraph basically being like, fuck you. I thought you were nice. Like, I thought I could ask you for a favor, but apparently not. Fuck you. I just laugh and I just fucking ignore him because what the fuck was that, right? Fast forward, he comes into my job. This is years later. Comes into my job and I see him and he's with this girl and she looks kind of underage. So I'm already like side-eyeing that bitch. As in bitch, I don't mean her. I mean him. I don't even look that direction. I literally just mind my business. I tell my coworkers, we laugh about it. I'm talking about the story about how he was broke and bit me. But then all of a sudden my coworker comes up who's serving on him and is like, dude, like I feel so bad for this table. This guy doesn't even want to get her the add-on egg roll when she asked. And he was like, I'm not fucking paying for that. So I just start laughing because I'm like, oh my God, this guy is just straight up broke. Like, sorry, that's just what it is. Like, I know you guys might be offended, but that's just what it is. If you're broke, you're broke. All right, and then as the night goes, he's just like causing problems for my coworker. First of all, he says that he doesn't like his food and basically hints at the fact that he doesn't want to pay for it, which I don't know if you guys know this, but if you don't like your food, that doesn't mean you don't need to pay for it. That's not how it goes. If you order something and you don't like it, just don't order it next time, right? Well, my coworker offers to see if there's anything else that he wants us to put in that we could remake something and have him try something new. He says no. So there's that. Then he says, one of my coworkers walks by and hears him say, oh, let's see what we can find in here. All of a sudden, there's hair in both of this girl and his food. And I'm like, again. And trust me, I know that happens. But when someone says, oh, let me see what I can find, and then find something, it's just looking a little suspicious, don't you think? So clearly, he's making a problem. Well, my coworker comes up to me and is like, can you take care of it because I'm the manager? So I'm like, ah! And I go up and I'm like, hi, I'm the manager. I heard we have some problems over here. And right away he looks at me and he's probably like, oh shit. Yeah, you didn't think you were gonna see me again, brokey, huh? Clearly he should be the one working because you don't even got fucking money to be out eating. He said multiple times that he wasn't looking for free food, but then kept like basically asking if I could comp his meal. And I didn't feel comfortable with that because I knew that he was just bitter, broke, and a liar. I really just want to eat him the fuck up and go, actually, you're just broke and you've done this before and it's clear that you keep doing it. And this poor fucking girl should realize that you're fucking broke. And I'm embarrassed for her and I'm embarrassed for you. But I couldn't do that, you know, like I'm at work, so I have to keep it professional. But that was that. And that was the story about how this guy bit me and was broke. I know you guys are probably like, you should have called the police. Yes, I should have. Hope you enjoyed.
Girl, what? What is happening? I need for you women, because it seems like all the women in this story. I need you women to get higher standards. Because what is this? I understand. We're at this age where it's like, girl, I might have to keep that promise I made with my best friend in high school. But your best friend in high school is married with kids. I had a deal with my best friend in high school. I was just like, yo, after 30, if we're both single, we're just going to marry each other. We're just going to do it. He got married. Got 2 little mixed race kids, bruh. What the crap? Like, no, that was 5. That was our plan. You let me hate. You got this beautiful wife with these beautiful kids, bruh. So yeah, I understand. He's just like, yo, he ain't got no kids, girl. Like, I gotta snatch him up real quick. I gotta have my standards low because I need to get somebody. No, you don't. There's this thing going around now that women are moving in with each other and we're just living together. You don't need no man. Girl, y'all go adopt some kids. Like, there's a lot of kids that need to be adopted. Go adopt some kids, honey. It's okay. Live your life because you don't need the no standards for these trash. These trash, like, what about a barrel? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why does vampire having why she with this vampire? He decided to bite her. What are you doing? Why? How did he get that close to bite you? And why did you encourage this physical contact? You don't want this dude. You don't owe him nothing. You don't owe him no hug. I hate when people say that. Can I have a hug? Why? Like, go ask your mom. Was you not hugged enough as a child? Why do you want to hug for me? Like, it's clear this date did not go well. Like, you talking about let's go, and I have nothing against an EBT. Like, you got EBT, boo. Let's hit up Sheets. You can use EBT to get gas, so we can go to Sheets and get us some food and eat at the Sheets Cafe. Like, I would love to go on a Sheets date. What are you talking about? Buy it up, honey. Cheese sticks, french fries, poppers, chicken tenders, bruh. Living it up at Sheets. So I have nothing against that. But to say, hey, let's go to the grocery store and let's cook. Who cooking? I'm not cooking nothing. You asked me out, homie. That's crazy. That's wild that she found somebody at the DMV that does not have a car. Is that why he was at the DMV? Trying to figure out the finances to get the car back or get tagged? No judgment on anybody being broke. However, we're not going to date if you're broke. I'm just being honest. It's like, literally, what can you do for me? You can't even feed me. I am a eater. I am a fat kid. You can't afford to feed me, but yeah, EBT. I would have been good. I would have been good. EBT. Like, how much money you got? What's your limit, homie? So yeah, no, I can't do a brokey because that's really wild. I don't understand that. Like, I have nothing against brokies. I would love to have a sugar baby. I would love that. I don't have to do much. I can tell you what you need to do. You learn me, and that's it. You live to please me, honey. Love that. But now, friend, the date would have been over the moment you said, let's walk somewhere. Where are we walking? I drove here, so why would I walk somewhere else? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. What are we doing? No, it was too much. He was broke, and it was like he was in denial that he was broke or didn't want her to know, but it's like he was making it obvious. And then to be like, oh, I'm going to lie about a hairband. I used to know somebody who used to always lie to get something free. They literally lied about gum being on their plate or whatever to get the meal for free. It got so bad that we couldn't go to certain restaurants when we were when they were with us. They would just be like, oh no. They would literally follow her around because one time she was like, she went in the bathroom and said she slipped and sued them. Did it twice, bro. Slipped, went to the bathroom, slipped and fell twice, sued them twice, and won, bro. Won a big settlement twice. So when we went back, they followed her. The manager was like, go follow her. Go follow her in the bathroom. Act like you cleaning. Make sure she don't fall. Watch her. Like, it was so bad. So I can't be with somebody who's lying like that because I've already done that. Well, I wasn't with them, but you know, I experienced that. Lying about some food. Why are you lying? That karma is going to come back. Do people not get karma? Is it just me? Like, that's why I be like, no, let me be as nice as I can. I done got off track. What were we talking about? The vampire guy. But no, it's just crazy that he fixed his mouth to say a lot of things to you. Asked him to stay outside your house in his car. What car exactly, boo? What car? And then to date this underage girl, I would have immediately been like, how old are you? Because I know how old he is. I saw, like, we was at the DMV. Like, I saw his license. No, I would have definitely called him out because that's crazy. It's always hilarious how quickly it changed up when you deny them. It's like you all types of bees and everything. Child, no. I need y'all to just leave these brokies alone. Go on about your day. Avoid all the red flags. Like, open your eyes, honey. Like, you can see the red flags a mile away. Construction was being done, honey. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like this video, join the membership, and don't forget to follow all the creators and subscribe